it's guitar. I mean, the guitar community is gross as fuck. They're all dork.
Yeah.
Dork.
I stopped looking
central.
at it.
So I stopped being involved with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I do. Like one guitar related video a month, just because it's gross. It's like a eel pit.
Yeah, because like when I saw like what were we looking at? Whenever like opinions are formed so quickly, and then counter opinions are formed super quickly. Like I guess we were talking about what the Mesa Boogie
the Mark 7, yeah.
And then it was just like some people, and it was immediately.
Yeah.
Some people were immediately for it, and so that's what that's what like drives me crazy is like
never played
when
it.
People are like, this is so awesome, it's so great, and then other people are just like, this is so stupid. Either opinion to me is like boring, you know what I mean? Because they're basically the same.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Boring.
Yeah, like nobody's playing
That's
it.
where you're at in your life when you go into a fucking comment section and you type out, I'd rather have the beryllium transistors than the
man.
And I'm like, you typed that out.
That's ridiculous, dude.
You typed that out and put it on the internet. And I'm like...
There's no way.
I shouldn't hate what they like, but they should get mad at me for making fun of them.
No, for sure.
Because it is funny. It is funny.
Yeah.
It's like they're the dorkiest musician. I know musicians.
Well, they're not pros.
Yeah, I know musicians that are like really good friend of mine who's a fiddle player, Jason Richards. He goes to he goes to Rochester. He's in the Rochester. He's very smart. But he's not a dork.
Yeah.
As I see this dorky shit. Like,
yeah.
But it's
not about the guitar and the music. It's about
they've come to my shows.
The transistors.
Really, you should do this with your tone. At my shows.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Wow.
Have you thought about doing this with your tone? Have you checked out this? Because your tone's to the... I'm like, there's 12 fucking people here. So 250 square foot bar and there's 12 fucking people.
I'm getting $150, $200 for this gig.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
A guy told me that. I was playing a bar with my Fractal. I was playing with my Fractal FM3, playing my Strat through it, and I'm singing songs, like just bar songs, you know? Like I'm doing Jack Johnson, whatever else, John Mayer, Otis Redding, whatever. And this guy's like, oh, cool, you know, it sounds good. And he's like, but your loop tone, your lead tone, it's like the same. It's like the same as your clean tone. So you need something. And I'm just like,
oh, God.
Dude, it's like, you're right, but like, what? Why is that what you're listening for? I'm playing songs.
And his girl's over there just
it's a looper.
Miserable. Like
she loves it.
No, she loves you.
She loves me. Oh yeah, exactly.
He's going up there talking to you about your loop tone.
Yeah.
She's just going.
She's like, oh great.
Why did I say yes to this fucking Tinder match?
Oh dude,
you know what I mean? I'm like, why don't you stop wearing my guitar cone? Go dig down your old lady, bro.
Yeah.
She looks like she's about to leave.
Yeah.
Stop worrying about my motherfucking mid range.
I know. I'm gonna play Thinking Out Loud, by Ed Sheeran, and You'll Get Laid Tonight.
Yeah,
I think all the dudes should tip me on like, hey, your lady's in the mood because I sang. Like, I did that. You're welcome.
Next time that happens, you tell a dude, like, hey, man, the longer you sit here and talk about my mid-range, the longer your old ladies keep eyeballing me.
Yeah.
You better go back.
It's getting harder and harder to not...
I don't feel that.
Yeah, no. I like to listen. I like to hear all that stuff. And, like, what were we just talking about? Like I was saying something about there's all this extra stuff you can do, but with tone? With what? Well, I forgot exactly how that started, but I was saying like something about there's all these other pedals, but there's nothing better than like a tube screamer, you know?
Oh,
but I forgot exactly what we were talking about. We were talking about a guitar or a...
No, like frivolous
there's
actions.
Nothing. I feel like I have proof on that because I use... Every guitar solo I've recorded, my most popular guitar solos were just an amp and a tube screamer.
Yeah.
Like the biggest guitar solo I have is off a cover that my old band did of a song called Hurricane, and that was just my 6505 and a tube screamer, and You can't be. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Motherfuckers who spent $800 on their overdrive pedal will definitely tell you the Tooth Screamer sucks. Because I'm like, yeah, bro, I would be saying they all suck if I spent $800 on them.
Yeah, it's like, to me, it's like 90% of stuff is just like hobby and it's like guitar porn or whatever, pedal porn, but it's like...
Or they just do YouTube stuff. They're like, they're mostly YouTube guitarists.
Yeah. That's a big thing, too.
But it's like, if you're listening to the transistors and something, like, because I demoed, when I bought my BB preamp, you know, the orange, the pedal, the exotic effects, the BB preamp, I saw that they had come out with a new one, and I was really attached to the old one with the black knobs, and it just looks a little cooler. And so I went back and forth. I went to a store, and they happened to have both of them. And I went back and forth on those two pedals for like an hour and a half or something, and decided that the old one did sound better. But it was only because I was like looking for it and really went after it. But like, so I like, yeah, you can hear a difference, but like, you're talking about transistors and shit. Like,
yeah, no,
how are you just being like, that's what's going to make the difference? It's like, no, dude, like, it's still going to be your playing and then the guitar pickups and your guitar and your amp. Like, how are you getting down to those little things? Like, that's crazy.
I used this Saturday I used my Pod Go Direct. Yeah. And then Sunday I used those 2 amps I was telling you about.
Right.
Only motherfucker at either show that
noticed
knew what was happening was me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the audience, Saturday and Sunday, it was the exact same fucking result.
Yeah.
In their ears. And I was even listening to videos Cindy took on Saturday, and I was like, out of the PA, it's like, damn, that $300 motherfucking Pod Go
sounds great.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Like, I had to fuck with it. It took a little bit of work.
Right.
Every show, it's just, I think guitarists are really lazy where they want to set and forget. They're always chasing set and forget.
Right.
Because I used to be the same way. I was like, in my room, I would get the perfect tone, spend hours for it, then go to the gig and it would suck.
Yeah.
And then finally you're like,
same.
oh, it's a different room. You're inside, outside.
Yeah.
And now I just spend 5 minutes every gig changing.
Yeah.
And it's like, it doesn't even matter at all.
No.
At that point.
Yeah.
Like,
you got to do a little tweaking. But I think the practicality is so important. And I get really annoyed when there's this like insistence on all these extra steps. And if you say like, well, the people can't tell the difference or something, that's sort of like, yeah, but I can tell the difference. And it's like, it makes the job more expensive than it has to be. You know what I mean? Like, to entertain people, it doesn't cost very much money, and you can just play some songs and people are happy. And like,
it's just a good attitude.